Chuck, I want to play for you one of the more newsworthy comments that the Attorney General has made in the last 24 hours. We have coupled it with one of the more newsworthy reactions to Barr. We'll discuss both on the other side.
Putting a national lockdown, stay-at-home orders is like house arrest. It's other than slavery, which was a different kind of restraint, this is the greatest intrusion on civil liberties in American history.
That statement by Mr. Barr was the most ridiculous, tone-deaf, god-awful things I've ever heard. It is incredible. The chief law enforcement officer in this country would equate human bondage to expert advice to save lives. Slavery was not about saving lives, it was about devaluing lives. This pandemic is a threat to human life.
Chuck, indeed, the Attorney General is an educated man, and whatever legacy he has decided upon for himself in American history, of course, he nicely ignores Korematsu, among other suspensions of civil liberties in our history. He omits the fact that a stay-at-home order is for the public health and therefore unique to our time. As someone who has had contact with Barr and knows full well who he is and his background, what do you think he is up to here?
Well, I thought I knew Barr because I was one of the fools who said he was a principled institutionalist, Brian, when he first rejoined the Department of Justice. So I didn't know Barr the way he turned out to be. That said, Congressman Clyburn is spot on. You mentioned Korematsu. In 1942, in February of 1942, President Roosevelt issued an executive order, and we removed Japanese Americans, including predominantly American citizens of Japanese descent, from their homes and businesses on the West Coast. And go back further in 1798, the Alien and Sedition Acts, to compare precautions that we take because of a pandemic, to equate wearing a mask in a grocery store with slavery is nuts. I don't have another word for it, Brian. It's nuts. And so that will be this man's legacy. He's chosen it for himself. There's no way you can equate sort of thoughtful, careful, medical and scientific response to a pandemic with slavery, and ignore the rest of American history while you do that. The legacy is a sad one, but it's the one he chose, and it's the one he's going to have to live with.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.